Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Nobody's ever going to use this for a reference for a video, but it is kind of entertaining. Somebody sent me a file, and I didn't know you could do this. So I'm going to draw a six-sided polygon, and then I'm going to use the extrude tool. I did not know that it is still a polygon, so you could change it. And if we grab right there, it says controlled polygon. And we could take the shape tool and add a node and right click and turn it into a curve and curve the polygon. I don't know really why you'd want to do this, but it is pretty fascinating to get some different shape. His question was, so then if you go back to the extrude tool, we can rotate it. Well, I don't use this very much. Let me, I thought there it is. You could rotate this thing. His question is, he wants to get like something like this. So here's what you can do. Go up to object and break the extrude group apart. This thing is about 12 inches. I'm going to set my nudge factor on 15. And I'm going to grab our polygon now and move it out of the way. And then, and I do this a lot when I'm making a shape, take the rectangle, put it around the shape, and then fill it in. Let's use something other than black. And then move that over, and look what you have. I'm going to actually move it over both of them again because I'm on the edge of the page. Because now, whether you want the lines or not is the question, but you could take the Smart Fill tool, let's go like with a gray, and it fills in that part, and then you could actually fill in the other parts that you could see. There's one right there. Take our red box away, take this and make it black, and you have that, and then you can do anything you want to with it. You could take this and use the interactive fill tool to maybe put a little darkness up top. Well, that's too much. There we go. Maybe a little bit of darkness on it. And as we learned the other day, you could, if we take, like, we want to interact the fill tool this spot, but we want that same contrast, we can go to edit and copy properties from fill and see what it did. Now I'm questioning, maybe somebody will, I don't know, maybe we could do these all at one time. I don't know if you can group them together. There's one more to do, but I don't think it's necessary. And I don't really know why you would want to draw that, but I'm not going to question his thinking. And he was the one that turned me on to, I didn't know that you could change a polygon after it's been extruded. Anyway, now if he wanted to add lines, so if we take away the fill, well, you know what? Let's don't take away the fill. Let's move our fill. Well, we have to make a duplicate of that, move it over, and then left click, right click. And then it'd probably be easier to go left click, right click. And then you could, if you wanted to, you could add your line. Now, because they're curved, I kind of found it difficult to figure out exactly, where you wanted to curve them. Or, like that's off already, but so because it doesn't, if it was a straight deal, it doesn't really match up in a way. Now we could put our, well, let's take away our color here. And let's group this together, because that way we can put it all to the front of the page. Well, it's already on the front of the page. And see, then you can move these back and you have that shape, and then we'll make that, let's not make it quite so black this time. Well, need to make it darker. There's a video I was working on earlier. You know what? Because I grouped that together, let's ungroup it. And let's move that over and then make it black. And then we could take away the fill here and then move the lines over. Now, once again, I don't really know what you'd use that for, but I've had similar situations where people make something that I don't have a clue what they're for. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.